Hello everybody and welcome back to Planet Zoo. Well, last time we made this lovely, beautiful enclosure, which is really nice looking, I feel, for the bongos. But the poor little pangolins over here in their kind of very angular looking cage. I'm going to possibly try and see if I can get some more sort of rounded edges to here once I've maybe researched a bit more on the barriers. Talking about research, one thing I would love to do. Got this lovely research centre, but I've got no vets in it yet. At the moment I've got a little bit of money. I'm not making a ton of money. But you gotta spend it to start with. I'm gonna get a vet. Just one for now. And I'm gonna get that vet to start researching the bongos. Research my bongos, please. And then we're going to need to start researching all these myriad diseases as well, apparently. But, you know, we'll start off just doing some bongo research. Get them some basic... some basic enrichment. Because we have no enrichment items at all here right now. So I would like to at least start on that. So that's, I don't feel I quite have enough for 2 at once. When the zoo is doing better, I'll get a second vet in. And we'll start researching the pangolins. Okay. So the next thing I want to do then is to get the pangolins up to at least a moderate happiness. At the moment, the bongos are sitting at sort of somewhere about 60% or so. As soon as they get their enrichment items in, that'll help a lot. The temperature, as I say, I'm not going to do too much to change the temperature. We'll get them some better meal quality and some better enrichment, and they'll be pretty happy then. If I'm really, really, really being sort of... Yeah. Oh, look! I got my reward for the adopting the habitat species. But yeah, if I really want to get 100% for something on the bongos, then I will have to put like some coolers in and cool their habitat by like 2 degrees. It can get up to 42 and they only like it to be up to 40. So it's like, oh really? Come on, it's basically fine. So you want to have 300 guests in the zoo. At the moment we've got 179 guests. And the more we do, the better we'll do. The info centre profits. Okay, so how are we doing at this info centre then? Have a little look at you then. You have made $90 of revenue. People are very happy with it. Got 1 staff member there. I'm saying that the yearly profit from there is 0, but yeah, that will come to me soon. And we'll get 500 for that, which is quite nice. Okay, we also have the Grizzly Bear Challenge. I've done nothing on the personal contribution towards that, so I think what will probably happen, unless I do tons on this today, which I probably won't be able to do enough, I'll wait until the next one comes up and we will start contributing to whatever that next one is. I know Sari has been doing a ton of streaming where she's been adding lots of grizzly bears to the pile. I'm also going to need, right, so first thing, in this habitat, actually under facilities, actually the thing I want, and yes, you guessed it, it's a donation box. So at the moment the pangolins are very unhappy. They do not like their terrain and things like that, so I can't improve things 100% for them, but I can certainly do the terrain, the plants and the hard shelter. Enrichment will have to come later. Okay, so their nutrition isn't great either. Their social's pretty good though, they're pretty happy with that. I got that all right from the get-go. So pangolins, hello, how you doing? Badly, yes I know. So first things first, they like a little bit of short grass, but mostly they like soil. So honestly, the best thing I can do for them is just turn their entire thing to soil. And then just add a tiny bit of grass. I can turn up the intensity of it as well. They just want lots of mud. That's all they want. They don't want none of that long grass. They want to roll around in the mud. They don't really want any water or anything. They just want some mud. That is their only desire in life. Okay. So everything else is good except they just need a little bit of short grass. Just around there maybe. Wonderful. So they're very happy with that now. They've got plenty of space even if they want to have some babies and things like that. So the next thing I want to do is put them in a hard shelter. I don't imagine they're going to need a huge hard shelter. But I will undo the bongos and I will make sure that I'm putting the right one in for their species because I did that wrong with the bongos and they were like, what's that shelter? I can't fit in there. So, yeah. Chinese pangolin. I could give them maybe some medium habitat bedding around the place. Little beds for them to go and sleep in. I haven't given the bongos any food or water yet, so we'll need to get that sorted ASAP. That is massive. That's way too big for them, I think. That's probably more like it. Let's just put it in and see. We'll put it in and we'll see if that's big enough for them. It is. They just need a tiny little shelter. They are not very big. Look how big they are. They're tiny. They've got a way too big enclosure, honestly, for them. But I like to give, as I say, my dudes lots of space. They don't seem to have any kind of interspecies enrichment or anything like that. So we're going to put them some plants in, I guess. It won't take long at all to get them sorted out. And then we'll get some more animals. You like Asian. See, this was the filters we had before that I accidentally put in. So this will be all the pretty cherry trees and things. So they want temperate tropical. Got lots of cool ferns and little broken trees. You can put maybe a little broken tree over there. You can put some pretty cherry trees around the place. Oh, there's a huge cherry tree there. I'd put that at the front there. So there we are. That's like framing, sort of framing the place. That's looking very pretty. Even if I say so myself. And then we'll do things like we'll put a little... Who said you could go to the side? I didn't say that. A little cluster of ferns around here, around that little den. Lovely. Lovely stuff. What's a bracken look like? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Put that next to a tree or something and make it look kind of foresty. Maybe in the corner there. Oh, yes. I'm liking that very much. We'll also have some bamboo. I'm not liking the look of that as much. I'm wanting something that will kind of go in the middle a bit more, or be a large, overhanging sort of addition. Yeah, one large beech tree would look nice there, I think. I don't think that would be overdoing it too much. We've got some azalea as well. Can just pop that around the place. I can put it on the front of the barriers. Yay, that'll look so natural. Some little palm trees too that they can have in there if they want. It looks like they're quite happy with their plant coverage. They could have 100% coverage though if they want, if I so desired. Oh, I know what we can do. You know how they've got the vines on their shelter, right? I'm gonna put an azalea along the top of the shelter if I can. I can get it to work. To there. Alright. I might have to do advanced rotation on it though. Okay, let's just see if I can. No! I'm back. Look! How cute is that? I think it needs to come a little that way, possibly. I think the rotation was very slightly off as well. I think it just needs to go a touch more like that. There we go. Yay! They got a little garland on their pen. The pangolin pen! La! I'm terrible, I know. Alright, so what are we gonna do next? I think that they're quite happy now. And I think that their pen looks really nice if you're like just a casual observer. Okay, everyone needs food and water bowls. That's the next thing. So first things first, I want Chinese pangolin appropriate food and water bowls. I don't think they need a large water or food bowl. I'm gonna have their food bowls and things quite near to the front so that the guests can look at that. You can look at them. A couple of beds around the place. I think they're pretty happy now. They're 55% welfare. The temperature's 80%. Again, we're a little hot possibly for them. But they have no enrichment and that is the main reason. Everything's terrible. So we just do that. We've got 86% on the habitat. 100% on the social. 74 on the nutrition. They're at 63% overall. So as we research, we'll get them nicer nutrition. I think we only have level 1 at the moment. You get a good view of them apparently. It's really cool that they can see them so clearly. Wonderful. I'm trying to look at the food quality. There we are. It's grade 1. Got 2 females and a male. And you can see all the things that are in the habitat, but they don't have any food enrichment. Feeders and water stations. Don't seem to be full right now. Okay, so these guys need food and water as well, so we need to search for the bongo and see what's a good thing for them. So they need a large food trough. I'm going to put that at the front there. And I'm going to give them one of the... I'm actually going to give them a water trough. Where are we going to put their water trough then? Maybe close to one of their... Let's stick it there. Wonderful. Now we're just going to let the music play sort of thing. Let the game play. And wait for research to come in. The habitat is struggling because of the temperature. It's appropriate, but it's not perfect. So I would be costing the zoo a lot of electricity to make it perfect. Now, the next thing that I want to do with the Pangolin's pen is actually I do want to modify the train a tiny bit because I don't like these super flat pens. I'm just going to pull up. Why does it paint it with grass every time I sculpt it? It's really frustrating that. That's maybe slightly over the top there. We might need to smooth that out a bit. Like I say, I just really dislike completely flat pens. Smooth it out right the way out. And then I'm going to paint that back over with some soil or something. do want it quite smooth. I just don't want it... There we are. Okay. So they're probably quite unhappy with their terrain right now because they want all their terrain to be soil. I need to paint it again. Yeah. Doesn't look quite so ridiculous now. It's just got a nice little hill in there. Just going to check with the pangolins that they're happy. Apparently at the moment I'm checking that the bongos are happy. That's not checking on the pangolins. Oh, they're a bit unhappy with their terrain again. So we need a little bit more short grass and a little bit less long grass. Grrr. Remind me next time to that long grass there. They've got a huge pen, so I don't know where all this long grass is. Ah, right at the back here. Yeah. Still too much. Where is it? Ah. There we go. A little more short grass. There we are, much better. But I just feel that that's a bit nicer. I want to also see if I've got any lights that I can put on. Let's have a look. Light up their pen a bit. Monorails, wow, there's all sorts of cool stuff. I don't know if it's going to be under buildings. Bins, benches, and security. Camera, camera. Do not disturb sign, do not feed sign. Alright. Viewing devices and speakers, utilities, guest facilities. Zoo entrance. Oh, I put them in a little ATM at the beginning of the... They can take money out to put it in my donation box. Yes, see? I'll have a look under construction and see if there's any lighting there. That's what I'm thinking. Just put a little bit of lighting onto the actual pens themselves. And then we might want to put some street lamps in. Not that I particularly like having these like weird, horrible street lamps, but they do help with lighting a little. I'll put some in by the bongo pen as well. There would be a good place for one, actually. And I'll do similar in that I will put some lights onto the these hanging lamps. Like, what use are they? They would only be useful kind of inside on a roof. That one might be decent. Doesn't really cast a ton of light though. Light colour, painted metal colour. Doesn't seem to be anything about intensity or anything like that. But honestly, I might be just better just doing this. But like I say, with franchise mode, I do definitely want to do things like put lights around the place. Make all of the pens really pretty. Get educational stuff going around there, you know, all that sort of thing. I want the guests to be able to see. I'm not going to put lights in their cage though. No, no, no. They need their sleepy time. There we are. We do have some illumination around here. So, am I seeing food in the food bowls yet? No. The keepers are kind of like tidying up, but I might hire one more keeper. We're making a profit. It says the profit's going down, but we are making one, so it's fine. It's cool. We can afford one more keeper. I try not to be too crazy about the staff. I try to be quite low on the staff as much as I can, but then I do want them to do everything. So I get it up to about 300, and then I'll start putting like soda things in and stuff like that. Who are you protesting about? Oh. Go live your best pangolin life. Okay, so I've got my first vet research done. So we have 6 items for the bongos. Wonderful. Okay, I wonder whether I should just make get a level or 2 of pangolin research going. So in the meantime, let's go and see if we can give our bongos some really cool stuff. Okay, bongos. I want to give you some enrichment items. So we now have a grab ball and a grazing ball feeder. I wonder what those 6 items actually were. It'll say in the Zoopedia thing, actually. And it'll also say whether these are any good for the Chinese. Because it's the item, not the... neither of them are any good for the pangolin, so... But that should make them a bit happier with their enrichment. So now their enrichment's up at 60%, and they are up at 86% welfare, which is beautiful. Super happy with that. So food enrichment of 40%, toy enrichment 80%. Carrying around the grab ball. I love it when they do that, when they're carrying around and playing with their enrichment toys. You're so cool. Right, so at the moment... Oh, did I got a feeling I bought a mail at the end of last episode. Did I not? So that mail should at the moment be sitting in animal trading. Simba. Okay, so I want to move Simba over to quarantine quickly. And then he can go in with the girls. Yeah. I love their little, I love their little, oh, their little garland on there. I like decorating the habitats, little hard shelters. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to make a really quite large pen. And it's going to be for ostriches. But it's also going to be for a few other things. It's going to be a big old mixed up pen for basically grassland creatures. And it's going to be massive. I wonder if there's anything else I want to do first. Oh, I know what I want to do before I do that though. I want to do some facilities for my guests. That would be a chief beef and a gulpy soda. Just by the entrance to start with, I think. Or I could just do like a double shell for it. Seems as I know I'm going to have them both together. Seems a bit less silly that way. Okay, pop that there. And so to add these in, you go add 2, and then you go Z, 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 and then you go down. Go P, and then you go chief beef. And you add that, and you pull that down as well.
Tasty.
So I've given a little bit of room there for any queuing that needs to happen. So you can see that they're queuing at the information booth there. I will give them bins there too. And I may also be nice and give them benches to sit on. Lovely. And as I say there, I may put some sort of exhibit, small exhibit items. I haven't even tried to make a monorail in this yet, but that might be something I will try to do at some point if I decide to be brave. Put some toilets in. Do I need, like, I mean, is that the only toilets I have? I think it is. I'm gonna put them right by the gate there. Anyone needs a toilet, they can. I think I've got some pangolin research, and also quarantine has passed for Simba. Beautiful. Alright, Simba, let's go. In there with your girlies. What else have we got going on? Vet research is complete. For my pangolins, so I can give them some cool stuff. So if I have a look here, you can see I've passed level 1. If I view the Zoopedia, then you can see exactly what has been researched for them. So you can see here that they've got rice and lava, or mealworms, so I can give them better food. I can give them forage box enrichment. And you can see on the, because I had a lot more stuff for the bongos. Bongos, they now have herbivore pellets. They have the grab ball, they have the grazing ball feeder. You also get to unlock some fun facts about them, so I'll read them out. So, although bongo horns are used for fighting, especially by males, they are more often used for cleaning branches and scrub out of the way while they're foraging in dense woodland. And bongos are crepuscular animals. They are most active at dusk and dawn, which is the same as my ferrets. For those of you who don't know, I have 5 beautiful ferrets, and they love to be up about 6 o'clock in the morning and about 6 o'clock at night. Changes a little depending on the darkness. So, some very happy animals. The zoo is starting to look really cool. It's got lots of nice planting, nice big trees, and along with the smaller plants. Oh, is one of them sleeping on his little bed that I gave him? Oh. Oh, guys, they look so beautiful. Oh. Oh, I see. So, actually, they don't need a feeder. They just throw their food on the floor, apparently. Yep, that's what happens. Doesn't go in their bowl. No, no, no. They just shove it on the floor. The water bowl has got no water in at all. What are you doing? They're not feeding them properly. Okay, they've been fed. They've got water in their water bowl. Did I give them? Oh yeah, I gave them a trough. That got water in it. It does. Okay, cool. So they're getting to it. I think I haven't had it playing long enough is the problem. So from now on, I'll try and keep the zoo playing unless I'm having terrible trouble with like big losses in money. Seems like we've got some profit going on at the moment though. We're not doing terribly badly. Not many people going for the chief beef and the gulpy soda though. I wonder whether I managed to... I will get a security guard soon. Do my challenge yet. There was a challenge for 500 profit from the kiosk. 185 at the moment. Release something to the wilds. One of any habitat species to the wild. So we'll have to breed something for that. Okay. Okay, time for my most ambitious project yet then, I think. And I feel. One of my bongos is expecting offspring, so yes. We can definitely... I was going to give contraception, unfortunately. So I'm hoping Omalara is has got good genetics. I'm thinking probably not. Oh no, terrible genetics. So comparing with Simba, we could have some really nice genes there. Like the fertility gene potential is huge. The immunity is still pretty good. Longevity could be awful or it could be great. So again, if we get a really good baby, then keep it. If we don't get a very good one, we'll release it to the wild and get our 1,000 buckaroonies from it. It's fine by me. Okay. I'm procrastinating because I'm a little worried about making this big pen. Okay, I'm gonna stop this for a second. And I know I can't keep an eye on it though. You know what? No, it's gonna play, but it's gonna play slowly. So I'm gonna go to Zoopedia, and I am. Oh, you know what I need to do first? I was gonna do this and I'd forgotten. I'm gonna change him to better food. I need another keeper, I think. How many keepers do we have? I'm sure we had 2. I'll check. And then we'll make the new pen. So... normally I can... Ah, there we are. I'm going to give them better food quality so they'll be happier. They'll be a little more expensive, but I'll be totes worth it. Maybe the view is blocked a tiny bit for one of them. I'm not worried about that though. I'm like, you've got glass, you can look through it. Animals are more important. Right, I need a mechanic as well. The barriers are getting a bit messed up. Maintenance. You have no keepers assigned to work the zone containing this habitat. It's fine though. And routinely visit it every so often. Okay, cool. I want to call the mechanic to that though. How's this barrier doing? 39%. It's not much better. But it's kind of okay, I guess. The mechanic's en route, so I want to go around to into the zoo panel. I want to see how many keepers I have. I do have 2, so they should be alright. One per habitat. I might have 2 for the really big habitat that I'm about to build though. Now then, what I want to know is what the... Fine. Yeah, 1 security guard. That's it. That's it. No more. No more than 1. Someone is visiting my zoo, apparently. Not much to see yet. Okay, more research completed into the pangolin. Wonderful. Okay, we'll do level 3, and then we'll do level 3 on the bongos as well. I'm not going to research diseases quite yet. So let's go and have a look at what new stuff we got. Got a grazing ball feeder. And a grab ball. So what did we actually get for them then? Oh, this is still set for bongos. Okay, that would be why. A forage box. Lovely. It's huge though. Put that there actually, that'd be a nice place for it. There you go, forage box guys. How yum is that? Oh, did they finally fill up your water? Oh, they did, nice. So now we've got some food enrichments. Yay! Toy enrichment, grab ball and a small ball. And the pangolins apparently like a small ball as well. I'm gonna put that under the tree there. Oh, now they're much happier. 92% welfare on those guys. Wonderful. A little bit of research goes a long way. Okay, we've got half an hour in the... Well, I'm trying to keep them to sort of 45 minutes. So we've got 15, 20 minutes to make a start on the pen for all of the stuff. All of the millions of things. So the first thing I'm going to do is go into the Zoopedia. I'm going to look at ostriches. And I'm going to see what kind of size... Okay, what kind of interspecies things. See, I've already got things to help them with their habitat. That's great, because we're actually just doing the research but it tells you all the species that it covers, so it's pretty cool. So, anyway. Wildebeest, buffalo, zebra. So I think buffaloes need quite a hefty old barrier, if I remember rightly. Right, giraffes. What kind of barrier did they need? They're going to need 1,306 meters of space. I believe that might be per giraffe. They need a grade 3 barrier. Wonderful. So let's go and have a quick look at buffaloes, wildebeest, that sort of thing. Buffalo, what kind of habitat barrier do you need? Grade 3, and it needs to be over 1.25 meters. There didn't seem to be any sort of height restriction on the giraffes, even though they could probably step over most barriers. Alright then. What about these wildebeest and things like that? Grade 2. Nothing seems to need more than like a grade 3. And they need to be over 1.25. That's not so bad. Elephants, macaques. I'm going to build like monkey world. That's the reason I'm not going to put any like monkeys or apes or that sort of thing into the zoo until I'm going to build them their own little like kingdom. The kingdom of monkeys. That's what's going to happen. So, and probably this little bit is going to have a few small species, but a lot of like zebras and things like that. So they've got an interspecies enrichment. They all like to, yeah, they all like to be together. They're like basically a big group. And I would be remiss not to just put them all in together, right? Exactly. So, warthog, ostrich, springbok, sable antelope, wildebeest, buffalo, reticulated giraffe, and zebras all together. We're going to start with the ostriches. I'm going to need to make this huge. But I think I can get away with... Oh, I don't want another staff room. Maybe I should build one more. I'm not sure. So we could have a wooden fence. But I would need... If I need it to be level 3, then the glass won't be enough. So what I might need to do is like have a bridge or something, a viewing platform. So what I'm going to need to do, and this won't curve either, which is annoying. So I need to start doing some mechanic research pretty soon so I can get some cooler barriers. It may allow me to curve some of the things that I can't curve yet. And it'll give me new barriers to use and things like that. So I could just go with the red brick, but it just doesn't seem like right somehow. This one. That hedge is terrible. So we are going to go with this. Let's start round about here, I think. Closer to the put a little like section like that in. At least try and make it look a little bit like I've tried. And then what I'm gonna want to do, it's gonna be quite a large pen. Like I said already. I'm not snapping anything to a grid or doing anything that's going to make this easier to line up, but I don't care. 2-meter section. No, maybe a section like that, just to join it up, and then we'll make it big again. Big as big can be. May still need to. That'll do. Okay, so what I'm gonna want to do now is to make a big old viewing platform for this one. I don't like that corner at all. I might probably change it later, or put a big tree behind it so it doesn't... It's like in The Sims. You stick a big tree by something you don't like and it just hides it. It's great. Okay, so how big is this barrier? I'm gonna put a staff. The staff gate actually, because all the stuff is around here, it doesn't need to be too far away. Can even go in there actually. Right, so let's find a staff gate, wooden. Go in there. And then I'm going to delete this path. So, path. Delete path. We're going to delete that back to here. Because we're going to go up and away. We're going to make basically a viewing platform by raising the path. The inspector is here, but everything's got good welfare, so that should be fine. Oh, rats. Okay, so what we want to do is to just... It doesn't need to be that long. And quite a short one. Just go up like that. And then we need to go down like that. And that basically makes a nice... make that longer again. Nice big viewing platform. All the way along the length. Okay, so that's what's going to happen there. Got a nice viewing platform there, and I can put something even on the other side where they won't be able to see it without a bit of height. So basically, so if I'm a person walking along here, I hopefully can see into that. I think anyway. Should be able to see into it. It might be that the view. I need a higher viewing platform so they can look down into it. I'll see how they are about the view there. So I'm also going to want to put in a money box. Okay, and then we're going to put the ostriches in. So I need to find some ostriches first and put them into quarantine. And we'll carry on with their pen while we do that. So we've got some nice bongos there. Any good ones? Because if there's any really good ones, then I'll get them and I'll... Any really good pangolins either? She's pretty good. But it's fine. About to have offspring! She's gonna give birth. Is that one the baby? Hang on. I think that might be our baby. And I want to look at its genetics. Yes, this is our new baby. Let's go and have a look at you. Baby bongo. Okay, I want to see your genetics. How did you turn out? You're small, but you are very immune. Very immune and very long-lived. And very appealing. That's very good. Okay, cool. I don't tend to mind too much about having babies around, but if it gets too much, then that could be a problem. So one thing that I might be doing here is giving some of them contraceptives. I may just give the male a contraceptive for now. If I can find him. I don't know, maybe, no, actually, I don't think we've got any other pregnant ones, so. Oh my goodness, look, the little one's just moving the ball around. That's so cute. Okay, ostriches. I know it doesn't look like much now. I'm going to put loads of cool trees and stuff in it. It'll look amazing, okay? So, ostriches. I had to go see my new baby. So what we're wanting is ostrich. We're wanting any kind of zebra. Any kind of, what's it, plain zebra? Plain zebra. Any kind of giraffe. Sable antelope. Springbok. It was a buffalo, wasn't it? One of the, was it a wildebeest? Bison. So I've got a zebra there. Okay, I want my males at ostrich to be as good as possible because they really do breed fast, these guys. Better. Ali's the best so far. These guys aren't great. Yeah, I'm gonna get Ali. And then females I'm not so worried about, but like, oh man, there's barely any females. I really want to be spending conservation credits on this either. You know what? I'm just going to filter. I'm just going to filter for ostrich. I've got too many things here. Way too many. I'll look for the others later. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to adopt a couple of these guys. I think they need to have 8 of them, really, to be totally happy. I don't mind how much they cost in cash. I don't really want to be sending conservation credits. So we may need to come back for more female ostriches later. Yeah. There's only so many conservation credits I have, and yeah. Doesn't seem like I'm doing too well on the whole. Maybe there was one time where this was going up. I don't know whether I was accidentally completing community challenges or something, or what it was, but. Oh, they look really happy. Okay, Kibibi is now expecting offspring. So we'll see what that offspring ends up being like. Might be okay. Do I have a look at the mating thingy on here? We could have some pretty good 50% plus. Simba, getting Simba is a good shout because he's a good father. But if we get a better male, then I will move Simba on and we'll use that male instead. And that's how you gradually sort things out. Okay, so I'm going to go to animal trading, and the ostriches I managed to get, 4 of them, are going to go to quarantine. Oh, this is going to get old very fast. There's like no need when you're buying like 4 different animals at once to individually have to put them all into quarantine. Come on. Just inefficient. But for some reason that seems to be the way right now, so it's fine. So they're going to go in here. And I know I'm going to need a hard shelter for ostriches. Well, I'm going to put some extra large bedding in, because why not? Yay, research is complete into pangolins. I know a lot about my pangolins now, so we're going to go back over to the bongos for a bit. And once the ostriches are in, I'll start researching them a little bit too. I love these pens. I kind of almost wish I could do something a little bit more interesting with this, but I'll just have to plant it really nicely. Let's have a look and see if they're ready yet. Are you guys ready yet? Quarantine is complete. Let's send you to your new habitat. But yeah, it doesn't seem that we have any ostrich appropriate shelters. So I guess they just kind of need a bed in the middle there or something. So let's have a look. Food and water that's appropriate for the common ostrich. A large food bowl for them. And a water pipe. Okay, so they seem to have lots of room to run in there, which is great. So it seems to be very behind in telling me if the quarantine's been passed or not. A VIP has arrived at my zoo. Wow! I got 20 credits for saying hello to a visitor. Wonderful! That's so cool. About to have offspring. Right, so I think I may now need, because we've got now, I think that's our 3rd pregnant one, we need to start really clamping down on how many babies we have. It irritates me when I can't find the animal I need. So I'm going to go into the Zoom. Yeah, Simba. Right, Simba. You need contraceptives, mate. I'm going to stop Simba breeding for a little while. So we've got all our ostriches in here. Having a wonderful time. Let's see how much of a wonderful time they're having. Not a bad time at all, actually. They're pretty happy from the get-go. If they had a bit of enrichment, that'd be even better. They have enough shelter, but their terrain is a bit meh. So, what do we need? We need more short grass, less long grass, and a little bit more soil. We can easily do that. So, all I need to do is paint the terrain for them. They're pretty easy to keep, honestly. Paint a little bit more short grass. There we are. Paint in a little bit of soil. Maybe around their bed, actually. I'm going to put more soily around there. Yeah, into the short grass. Right out to the fence there, maybe. I don't want it looking like it's just inside their pen. That's pretty perfect for them. We may need to make further changes. No, I think I do want to, I should have done this first. I do want to change the train a bit. you boxed up? Weird. This is where the animal's actually ill. Let's smooth it a little. Just gonna make it just a little bit less ridiculously, crazily. There we are. I don't want it all to be flat. It's just meh. But yeah, the ostriches are pretty happy in there, honestly. Click on you. So I've messed up the terrain. Of course I have. Need to put some more short grass in. There we are. Beautiful. So these guys are about to have offspring. So what I'm going to need to start doing is checking out all the offspring. Probably do that from the zoom menu more easily than anything else. Now have a good look at the juveniles. I wish I could bring up their page straight from here. So this one's very small, but we've got really good fertility. I think I looked at that one already. Ah, I've got my guest numbers up. Nice. You're a baby, I think. Oh, look at the genetics on you, Bakari. Very nice. Do I have any more babies? Is it just the two? Again, I'll be able to see that quite easily from 0.2 years and 0.1 years. Kari Ayula. Where are you then? See, Ayula might have to go because the genetics are bad. Really, really bad. So basically, as they grow up, I'm going to try and keep their herd quite small. I may need to bring in another male. Have to see. It looks like they might need another staff room because they seem to be struggling to find one with space. Is this one full? Yeah, there's a lot of people in the staff room right now, so I think I may just pop another one in. And I might pop another keeper hut in here as well, because I'm going to have a lot of keepers around. I believe you can only have one keeper per hut. Yeah. So it might behoove me to put another one of those in as well. So, facilities. Guest facilities. Staff facilities. Second small staff room. We'll pop that over there. And then also we're gonna want a keeper hut. Yeah, I'm gonna start to go around the corner there with it. Yeah, wonderful. As I say, once I get prettier buildings from mechanic research, then that'll be really cool. My finances are not great at the moment, so I can't really afford anything more in that regard. We're starting to get star ratings up. The guests are pretty happy. The education rating isn't great. They're not happy with their education, their hunger and their thirst. It isn't fantastic, but it isn't awful either. And they're up here to watch the ostriches too, which is cool. Okay, ostriches, how are you feeling now? Their social is actually pretty good. I don't think I'm going to need to have more. It's balanced, apparently. That's fine by me. So, interspecies bonus. This is the next thing we're going to be looking at, is some more animals. Have we got time? We do not. So, we've started our big pen, our big plains pen, with some ostriches. But we need to continue with some zebras and some giraffes and some warthogs and some bisons and some just everything. If it starts to get too small, I've purposely built it in a place where I can easily extend it. Say hello to a visiting player. That's great. Think the tickets are underpriced. Okay, well let's just go up a little bit then. $6 for children, $10 for 6 for children, $10 for adults. We'll see if that helps us make a bit more of a profit. Because at the moment our profit isn't fantastic. So next episode, gonna do some more stuff in here. It's very plain at the moment, but it's kind of purposely that way because as I add more animals, I'm going to need to put more planting in and I'm going to need to put more shelters in and things like that. May still need to expand the size of it. We shall see. I also kind of want to know from the habitat where the guests can see. Right, so their view isn't very good. We might need to add a little bit more height to the viewing area next time. I will maybe work on that. So we shall see. But anyway, that's the end of the episode for today. So far this isn't looking too swanky. But it will improve with time. I love the look of this one. And I'm loving the look of the pangolins little enclosure. As I say, when I'm able to get some curved barriers with a bit of mechanic research, which I will need a mechanic for and I need a bit more profit for. All the profits are going up now, which is great. So I'll be able to get a mechanic and do some more mechanic research and then we'll be able to get better. Oh no, they're overpriced now. What? Bring them down to 7 and 5 if I can. Alright, 7 and 3. We do 7 and 3. Hopefully that's good. So yeah, anyway, thank you all very much for coming along for the ride. The zoo is steadily expanding and it will continue to expand every episode and we will get lots of really cool stuff. I'm really hoping for a giraffe pretty soon. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you all next time. But in the meantime, please do look after yourselves and keep being awesome.